Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do VLOOKUP from right to left. Not actually VLOOKUP, but a combination of two equations that would give you the output of VLOOKUP, where you could search values in the right and get the output from the left. Let me explain. So if you're familiar with VLOOKUP, your lookup value or your lookup array must be in the first column on the left. So for example, in this table, I have the country name, capital name, country code, population, and world share and continent name. If you're using VLOOKUP, you can only get the value to the right of your lookup array, which means if you're using the country name, you can only get these values here if you're doing search by using country name. If you're using search by capital name, you could only get these values through VLOOKUP. But imagine if you have a big table and you need to use the country code to get the country name. Well, VLOOKUP doesn't do that, but we can use two combination, match and index, to give the result of what could be a reversed VLOOKUP from right to left. Okay. If you're interested to learn more about VLOOKUP, check out my other video in VLOOKUP. And now I'm going to share with you how we could do this right to left lookup combination of functions. We're going to use match and index. I explained match in my previous video also, where we explained how we can use dynamic VLOOKUP. But let me explain index first, and then we'll quickly go to match. So the output would be something like that. If I add here CN, it gives me China, you see. If I add here IN, it gives me India, and so on. Okay, so let me first explain what index does, and we'll explain briefly what match also does, and then we will show you how to combine them to give you this magical output. So okay, what does index do? Okay, so index, you specify an array. Okay, let's say that I selected the entire list of countries I have here. This is the array, comma, what is the row number? Okay, if I add 1, it will give me the first row. See, because I added 1, it gave me the first row. This is the first row. If I add number 2, it gives me the second value in this array, second value in the second row, the value in the second row in this array. So it gives me China. All right, then if I specify number 10, for example, it will give me the 10th value, which is Russia here. So see, it's number 9 with the country name counted, it's the 10th value. So this is what index does. And if you're selecting the other way around, if you're selecting it in a vertical, it works the same. If you're selecting the vertical array, comma, you skip row number and then you add 2, and it gives you the capital name. If you go to 3, it gives you the country name, 5, so on. Right? So this is what index does. What does match do? So match, it go and search for this value in an array. So I'm going to find the country code. Where is it located in this array relative to the starting cell in my selected array, comma, exact match. It's going to give me number 3. If you can see, 1, 2, 3. So the country code is the third value in this array. If I shorten the array, it will be the first value here. Okay, so now we will combine match and index to do this reversed VLOOKUP, or actually you could use it for any sort of VLOOKUP. Okay, so I'm gonna add here the country code, and I will get back here the country name. So what I do first, I hit start typing index, and then select the list of countries, or I prefer to select just the entire column. It's much easier for me. Okay, so this will be my the value I want to retrieve. Okay, comma, and now instead of specifying row number, I will be using match to specify the row number of this country code, and then it is equivalent to the column where I have the country name, and I will get the country name. So match what? The value I'm going to add here in this cell, which is K5, comma. The lookup array is this entire column. And remember, if you're using this combination, both selection must be identical, right? If you're selecting from C3 up until end of the table, you have to start with the E3 here till end of the table, but I prefer to use the entire column, much easier for me. Comma, exact match, comma, and then I close parentheses. Okay, since nothing is here, it gives me an A, but if I type CN, boom, China. See, let me just break it down into two equations. I'm going to use here equal match. Okay, so first thing I do, I look for the value in this column, comma, exact match, and I close parentheses. It's the fifth value. You see, CN is number 5, which is correct. It is the row number 5 here. It's the fifth value starting from the AE1. Okay, and then I type index, which is which I tell Excel to give me the fifth value in this column. Index, comma, and then row number going to be the output of match, which is China, right? See if I change it to US, this is became number 7, and this has became United States because this is the 7th value starting from here. You see, number 7. Okay. So this is how you combine match and index to give you a reversed VLOOKUP. And I can use it actually to give me a normal VLOOKUP. So if I want to get the population of the United States without using the VLOOKUP, I could start typing index, because this is the population. This is the column I'm looking for, comma, match United States, comma, in this array, comma, exact match, close parenthesis, comma, close parenthesis. And here we go. You see, this is the population of the United States. Okay, so match and index could be used to replace VLOOKUP, or could be used to create a reversed VLOOKUP from right to left. If you're using a big table and you don't want to just reshuffle your columns, I think match and index are much better solution than just copying. You could do that actually by copying the country code, paste it here, and then use VLOOKUP. But if you're dealing with big data and you don't want to shuffle your data or your columns, I think match and index are a very good option. I hope this is clear. If you have any comment or question, please let me know in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching this.